The signal is given and the grand procession is underway. Prince William and his wife, escorted by members of the Household Cavalry. They're travelling in the 1902 State Landau. The escort commander is Major Nicholas van Cutsum of the Life Guards, a close friend of Prince William and Prince Harry. And this is where the real sense of celebration and joy is in evidence. They just try to take in the scene. And on their way to Parliament Square, as Her Majesty the Queen and the Duke of Edinburgh take their leave, Dean of Westminster there to say farewell. And two very happy people, Mr. and Mrs. Middleton, waiting to join that procession too. And this is what it's all about. This is what the great British pageant is about, and this is why so many people come to London to enjoy what's going on. Coachmen in their full state livery, and the 1902 Landau in all its glory, restored just a few years ago. The crimson satin seats and the red leather just speaks of power and prestige and majesty. A captain's escort provided by 12 troopers of the Life Guards, 12 troopers of the Blues and Royals for the newly married couple. The Scottish state coach standing by to take Her Majesty and the Duke back to Buckingham Palace. A few question marks earlier today about the weather, but happily the weather's behaved itself. But just in case, the Scottish state coach is being used for the Queen's journey. Luckily for the crowds, they've got a splendid view of the newlyweds in their open-top carriage. Along Whitehall, past the Cenotaph. The deep scarlet tunics, the gold braid. Such a rich scene. Very good look of the carriage. Riding the lead, by the way, Alan Parry, who's been working at the Royal Mews for 10 years, and John Nelson, who remarkably has been working for the Royal Mews for 43 years. They're the ones in charge of driving this carriage back to Buckingham Palace. Two very safe pairs of hands for Prince William and Catherine. As we look at this scene, it's worth reminding ourselves that we could be looking at an image from centuries ago, in the sense that the Household Cavalry have been involved in royal weddings for 350 years. A relatively sharp turn for this big carriage, this big landau, into the tilt yard, as it's called, at Horse Guards. This at one time the official entrance to St James's Park and to the Royal Palaces, and that is still its status officially today. They slow down. Very good moment for the crowd to have a good look and take some pictures. And they slow down a little just to negotiate this very narrow archway, and then out onto the expanse of Horse Guards Parade beyond. A salute for members of the Household Cavalry. And this very grand carriage, this 1902 State Landau, built, by the way, for King Edward VII back in 1902, hence its name, intended to be used at his coronation, but it wasn't. It was used rather later that year in the City of London, but it's now a very familiar feature on days like this. When Catherine made her way to the Abbey, there were no royal salutes. She returns as a member of the royal family, and she has the right now to have those salutes accorded her, of course in the company of Prince William. The short distance away, travelling along Whitehall in the Scottish state coach, is the Queen, accompanied by the Duke. A sovereign's escort, a bigger escort, because of course we're talking about Her Majesty. First and second divisions of the sovereign's escort provided today by the Lifeguards, 25 men. The third and fourth divisions following, provided by the Blues and Royals today, another full division of 25 men. And the field officer of the escort for the Queen today, Lieutenant Colonel Dan Hughes. What a day to remember for the little bridesmaids. The page boys, accompanied by Prince Harry. And on to the home stretch, the red carpet, the Mall leading home to Buckingham Palace. Prince Harry encouraging lots of waving, lots of smiles, very, very popular. And this is what the day's about. The sheer enjoyment, a sense of joy and celebration. Isn't it a magnificent sight? The sun has come out for the return to the palace. The Maid of Honour, Philippa Middleton, has done her work very well today. She was a little nervous, understandably, yesterday. It's all gone extremely well and flawlessly for her. The great sea of red as the Lifeguards approach. The Royal Standard flying proudly above Buckingham Palace. As Catherine and William know that they're within minutes of reaching Buckingham Palace itself, and the Guard of Honour which is provided today by the Welsh Guards. When they reach the palace, a large Guard of Honour, 101 men, 3 officers, the 1st Battalion Welsh Guards, ready to welcome the couple, and the band of the 1st Battalion also there to welcome them. Just think of these thousands of people lining the Mall. Some of them have been here for several days. And this is it. This is what they've been waiting for. It's a very special moment. Young, happy, confident royal couple passing the great memorial to Queen Victoria, past the temporary studios on the right there where the world's media is gathered, and they're very close to our studio now, and I can tell you there's a very, very big surge of excitement and noise as they go by. A procession of carriages carrying the bridesmaids and the page boys and Prince of Wales and Duchess of Cornwall, Mr. and Mrs. Middleton, are all returning in this traditional fashion. And there we have the Welsh Guards standing by inside the forecourt. Into the central courtyard of the palace, and maybe a word to explain what we're expecting now, which is that royal family and guests will congregate inside the palace, and they'll be preparing for some photographs, very important, to get those done. And then after that we'll be expecting that prized appearance on the famous balcony at around 1:25, 1:30. Those are the timings that we're working to, and when that balcony appearance happens, there will also be a spectacular flypast by the RAF and by the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight. So that's well worth waiting for. The Australian stagecoach bringing the Middletons and Prince of Wales and the Duchess of Cornwall along. It's a welcome home from the staff for Prince William and his new bride. Greeted by the Master of the Queen's household, Air Vice Marshal